truth, every time we step in the booth. The truth, every word living proof. The truth, deep down in Kevy Kev. The truth, y'all know how we do, man. The truth. The truth. The truth. Facts.
Good people, what's up, good people? Welcome to Truth is Truth podcast. We back at this thing, you know how we does. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's happening, bro, man? How you feel, man?
I'm cool. I'm chilling like a villain. I'm cool like the other
everything-
side of the pillow, dog.
Cool like the other side of the pillow. Sheesh. This dude talking
I'm cool
pillow
like,
talk.
hey, man, check my fit. It's like, no.
Yo, man, listen, man. Hey, people, man, what's going on? How y'all feel, man? It's Truth is Truth podcast. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, what's happening with you, man? Give them the rundown.
Hey, listen, so today, we're going to get into the Eagles, a little bit about the Eagles. The tragedy going on with the Eagles, man. I don't really want to get into this topic, but we're going to get into a little Eagles. We're going to get into the Sixers. I'm liking what the Sixers doing. I'm excited to get into that topic. And this the NBA as a whole. It's a lot going on in the NBA. It's a whole lot to talk about. So season get ready to start back up, all that good stuff. So this is gonna be a nice episode or whatever. Got a lot of content to talk about.
Now, first is first. First things first. First is first. First things, truth is truth. All that, man. This is what we about, man. Truth is Truth podcast, man. This is where we talk our truth and we live it, man. And this episode here is mostly the truth about the sports that we love, man. So I'm gonna give you a little thought about, you know, what we love about these two sports. Me and my brother here. I'm gonna tell you why I love basketball. Right? I think basketball is one of the most funnest sports, man. Like basketball itself, the sport is fun. You got a ball, pause. You can play with the ball, pause. But the thing is, you shoot the ball, you dribble the ball. Like it's a lot to do on the basketball court. You know what I mean? And it's fun to run up and down. It's cardio. I love that too. I'm a fat guy, but I love to run up and down. That's how you get active. You know what I mean? And it's just the funnest sport I think in the world created. What you think about that, bro?
What? I'm with you on that. That's my thing. Basketball is it. Like, shit. I mean, I like sports as a whole. Like, you know, because all of it's, you know, cardio or not all sports, but most of them. The physical sports is good cardio and, you know, it's just activity. Like, bring people together, all that good stuff. But basketball, for sure. Basketball is my number one go-to. Football comes second or whatever. So that's how it is.
Yep, mine's too, man. Football is the sport that I felt like I should have been a football player. Like, I actually love the sport of football. Actually love it to death. Because I thought that I could have been a player, a nice player. So I actually do love the sport of football more than basketball, but basketball is fun. And it's actually more fun to talk about for me because I'm so emotional about my Eagles. I'm more emotional about the Eagles than any basketball team, mostly the Sixers, but any basketball team. Like, that's more fun. And then when the Sixers suck, I can go to another team. I can find a LeBron James team to hate.
Yep.
That builds my fun. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's how it is for me, man, with that, man.
And then you know what else? The fact that it's like basketball is more player driven than football. Like football, like you'll have a team, you know what I'm saying, full of people that's not the biggest celebrities in the world, and they might be the team that get you a Super Bowl or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But like with basketball, it's like star driven. Like you know who winning the chips by they number one, number two, number three stars and shit like that. Like this, like stars control shit. Like one player can, you know, change the outcome of an entire team or whatever. Like in football, you know, it's next man up all the time or whatever. Like they try to say that in basketball, but if just best player, second best player, third best player get injured, like ain't that best man, it sound good. It might work, you know, a couple games, but you know what's gonna happen.
Since we speaking on the sports that we love, and we mostly talk about the two sports, man. It's like we biased, man. We love the NFL and we love the NBA. You know, we know little things about, you know, the college basketball and the college football, but we heavy on NBA and the NFL. And speaking about the NFL, man, like our Eagles specifically, we have sucked. And one of the biggest problems, in my opinion, is the fact that we have not ran the ball effectively. We've ran the ball, little here and there. Miles Sanders being hurt is not helping us, a lot of these games. But the fact is, it doesn't matter, bro. The running backs that you have, they allowed Deuce, when we won that Super Bowl that year, they allowed Deuce Staley to run that offense, that running game. Like, he was the guy pushing the buttons. You putting him out there, put him out there. We had 3 running backs when we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we had
LeGarrette Blount, Clement,
and Ajayi.
Yep. And Deuce Staley's hands was on that running game.
Hey, real quick. Speaking of Clement, what the hell? Is it him or is it like something going on wrong? Because what the hell? Like that Super Bowl year, he was X Factor. Remember in the Super Bowl, he catching touchdowns. Like he was X. Like what the hell happened with Corey Clement?
This is what I know. I know that he got hurt like the year after we won the Super Bowl, and he was hurt again last year in certain spots, and he couldn't really get back. But then with the getting back, they stopped running the ball. Like, remember, we drafted Miles Sanders last year. So Corey Clement was going to come back a little bit. And Miles Sanders had a good year last year. He got hurt a couple games in there. But mostly they was trying to push Miles Sanders last year. So I get that. So the year after the Super Bowl, Corey Clement got hurt. And then last year they was trying to push Miles Sanders.
Okay,
so I get that. That's cool.
I feel you right there. Matter of fact, I get it now. Yeah, you're right. I could have answered my own question. He don't even get enough opportunities to be, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem right there, bro. That's what I'm saying about our running game. And I feel like we need help with our running game.
Hey, look. One thing about it, though, man, we just, I don't know what we're going to do with him, but we did just snatch Jordan Howard off for the practice team. We just signed him to the practice team or whatever. And I remember his last year with us, man.
Last year?
He was effective, bro. He was effective. Like, what was he, like 4 or 5 yards, 5 yards a pop?
About that.
Like, he was...
Before he got hurt, because again, he's another one that got hurt.
He injury prone. He's always been.
But this year, you say we got him on our practice squad. I feel like they need to get somebody off the team now named J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Hey, bro.
Get rid of that spot and put him on.
They just put him back on injury reserve.
So can they get him off?
I wish we just get rid of him for real.
Can they put him to the practice squad?
Yeah, I agree with.
Because we need a running game. And so for them to make this move, brother, I didn't even know we made it until you just pointed it to me.
Yeah.
So for the Eagles to make this running move right now, in my opinion, I believe that they believe what we believe. We need to run the damn ball.
They see it.
Because we gonna keep blaming Carson all day. Carson. But I'm telling you now, even Brett Favre, who threw the ball and who threw a bunch of picks, mind you, he threw a bunch of picks in his career, and he had just as many interceptions. The great Brett Favre, that was him. So I'm saying you can throw the ball as many times as you need to, but you also need an effective running game too.
I agree, and I think I don't know, like I said, they just brought him to the practice squad, to see what he got left. But shit, I think he's still. We ain't seen him all season because he ain't been playing. But man, the last time we saw Jordan Howard, he was effective. And I don't care like last season watching games, I used to be like, yo, just get a ball to Jordan Howard, like more. Like it was points of the season where I was getting a little frustrated with Doug Peterson because it was like, bro, every time you give the ball to Jordan Howard, he's getting yards. Like he's giving you 4.5 yards a carry. Like, give that man on first downs, get a ball to Jordan Howard. I don't care if it's predictable or not. I don't care what it is. Just get a ball to him because it seems like when he has the ball in his hand, he's effective. Yeah. So
the fact is with us though, like I just want to keep it simply us. He is needed right now because the problem is we don't run the ball enough for teams to respect us on offense. We are too predictable in our passing game. We don't have no jet sweeps.
Man, we don't have no flea flick. Listen, when we had Frank Reich, we had the flea flick. Like, we had a lot of gadget plays, man. Even with
it's
Andy
no
Reid,
imagination.
Like, yeah, it's
Doug,
just like,
or whoever, Doug calling the plays.
you got to give an illusion.
Nobody got no imagination on our offensive coaching staff. So if we don't have no imagination and the teams know exactly what we doing because it's on tape, they see it, they practice, it's on tape.
And we're a predictable offense.
We do what we do, and they know what we doing.
Right.
So then Carson is going to look bad. So we keep blaming our quarterback all the time. Like it's his play calling. No, he could change the play, but they know exactly what play he going to change to.
Yeah, I agree with that. We need, it's definitely coaching, man. Coaching is like kind of stiff right now, and I'm a Doug Peterson guy. Like, I like Doug, Dougie Fresh. That's my man. But
he more like Doug the cartoon right now, man.
It's a little stiff right now, I will say, man. It's a little stiff.
Nickelodeon Doug.
Yeah, that was my shit too. he definitely like Nickelodeon Doug with the little green sweater and the slacks.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm not actually even mad at this point. Like, I don't, because me and Kev, we've been to a game last year where we left and they came back and won. But this year, I don't think this type of thing is really going to help our season. I don't even know.
Hey, bro,
that helped us last year. I don't know if it's going to help us this year.
Look, bro, I'm gonna be like, between the weirdness of it, like how this COVID-19 got the whole NFL season just real weird when I watch it. Like, I can't enjoy it.
I can't enjoy it either. It's
like, I feel
different.
like the fans have a bigger impact on NFL games than they do NBA games.
Especially the Philly fans. Like, we done been to Eagles games.
Yeah,
we know
wild.
how they get down.
Everybody know about them Eagles games.
Yeah.
It's wild.
We know how they get down.
It's just like dry. It's like just dead.
And the team is coaching like this. The defense is playing like this. The offensive line hurt and retarded. It's like the coaches they confused, man.
Look,
they don't know what to do.
You know what what I noticed? Like, it's like a trend these last 2 seasons, I would say. Since the Super Bowl season. What it been? The 2 seasons after
2017.
So these last
Super
2
Bowl
seasons,
in 2018. February 2nd, 2018.
It seemed like the Eagles, right? Like they just always come out like
dry,
man,
dry.
And like
no emotion,
nothing until they get down by 3
and
scores.
And it be at home too. Now this was last season.
Yeah, the same thing. This is like it's a
Fans
pattern with them.
Last season.
It's a pattern, dog. It's like they just come out flat every game until they get down 3 scores, and then they start to roll, and that shit getting a little disturbing, man.
Now,
like,
let me
what
ask
is
you
that?
a question. Now, because you asking the question, and I'm gonna throw it back to you with a question. Do you think that it could be that they are looking for Carson Wentz to do magical, Chiefs quarterback things?
Pat Mahomes things.
Do you think that's what the team, the players are trying to, 100, because on everywhere on sports radio, the $100 million man, he's not playing. He makes $100 million. Like, you know what I mean? And they keep on bringing up his money. And because they bringing up his money, they bring up the excuse or the expectation that a $100 million quarterback is supposed to do this and do that and be Aaron Rodgers. And, well, listen, bro. Aaron Rodgers didn't make the playoffs a couple seasons in there, bro. He won 1 Super Bowl, bro.
That's fact.
He missed the playoffs. That's the reason why Mike McCarthy was out of there, bro.
That's facts.
And there were years where he couldn't overcome, bro. What are we talking about?
I mean, look, it was more years he couldn't overcome than it was years he could overcome because he only got 1 Super Bowl, like you just said.
What's the quarterback in Seattle? This is his best season in about how many years?
Hey, now look, but look, with Russ though, he had a good season last season too. Like, Russ be in the MVP race every year, it seemed like. This year he balling up, but his last few games he been shaky, bro. He been turning the ball over a lot in his last 2 games. No, they just won. Not this past game. They just won on Thursday. But the past 2 before that, he was shaky. They took 2 L's in a row.
But my point of why I raised his name up with Aaron Rodgers is because these are top flight quarterbacks that fuck up too. And they $100 million quarterbacks. And they don't have A1 perfect games.
That's facts.
Not even Russ in the playoffs against the Eagles last year. Russ did not have an A1 perfect game.
He didn't, man. He was turning that shit over too.
Only reason why we lost that game is because of that dumbass cheap shot that Russ, defensive end, Jacory,
Davian Clowney,
that guy, clown ass nigga.
Clowney,
yeah. That's why he whatever. I ain't even gonna get into him, but
look. Go ahead.
Because he should have did what he did. That's what he's supposed to do.
Right.
He's supposed to knock out a quarterback. I can't blame him. I don't like him, but I can't blame him.
Right.
But I'm just saying, Russ would have lost that playoff game if Carson would have been in that game.
And I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying, because the Eagles came out, it was rough. But I just felt like we was gonna pull that shit out
because of Carson in the late games last season.
And we was starting to move the ball on that drive when he knocked Carson out. We was getting a little rhythm. Yep. So I think we'd have pulled it out too. But I'll say this. This is the one thing I'll give, right? That I'm gonna kind of play devil's advocate, right, to what you were just saying. So like, as far as Carson, I feel like people will be quicker to judge him, right? Because he turns the ball over more than those other guys you just named. Like, consistently. He would turn that motherfucker over. Like, he'll hold it, and not even make the best play. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these other dudes, like Russ, one of the things why people put Russell Wilson on this pedestal is because he takes care of the football regardless of anything. Like, he's never in the top tier of quarterbacks as far as turnovers. He's always in the lower tier. So, and like the same thing with like Rodgers would turn that shit over more than Russ, but not as much as Carson.
True.
So that's the only thing I could think that it's probably other reasons with other people. It could be a whole lot of reasons, but if I'm outside looking in, that would be one reason that I would probably think of.
I mean, I understand the turnover factor. The turnover factor is real. That's for everybody. But I feel like the reason why the guy turned the ball over this season is, I say that these past couple of seasons, man, since that Super Bowl season and since he got hurt, see, this people may call it an excuse. I'm not going to actually call it, it's not an excuse. These are reasons, man. Like, the guy he had that injury. He had the injury and the leg injury, the Super Bowl year. So the next season, he's coming back not fully healthy. Like, this is facts. This is not made up stuff. And check the history of everybody who has had that injury. The next season is not fully healthy. He was not fully healthy. Then to add to that injury, the same season when he came back not fully healthy from the leg, he got a back injury. And that's what pushed him out. The back injury is what set him down for Nick Foles. So now you're saying, okay, these are 2 injuries in one season. He got to come back. So now the following season, which was last season, he actually comes fully back with a full training camp with, these young receivers now that are coming in. You know what I mean? Well, he got Deshaun Jackson, and he got, actually, it wasn't the young receivers last year. It was actually a young running back that they was trying to incorporate into the offense. And they was trying to incorporate 2 running backs into the offense last season. And so that's a change in the offense because they had just got rid of a bunch of coaches. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm getting at? There's a lot of change and turnover that was happening with this guy. And so he's a young quarterback on top of being hurt. There's going to be some changes happening.
Bro, I'm with you, man. Like, I'm not one of these people that just want to come at Carson Wentz or don't believe in him, man, because I watched him make magic. Like, down the stretch last season, Carson Wentz was making magic, man. He the reason the Eagles made the playoffs last year. Carson is the reason. Like,
he overcame, right?
The defense, they started to step up at the end, but no, Carson was, you know what I'm saying? Like, the defense was stepping up. But Carson was also stepping up with Greg Ward and other people because Jeffrey wasn't there. Jeffrey got hurt.
Deshaun was out.
Deshaun Jackson was hurt week 1, week 2, or something like that. Like I'm just starting like Arcega-Whiteside. Listen, man, bro, like Arcega with a C. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. Like no disrespect to the boy, but I'm not a fan.
It's a lot.
Yeah, Mac Hollins told you out his own mouth. I'd rather play special teams than wide receiver. He ain't want to play no damn wide receiver, and he on the field a lot of percentage of the snaps for Carson Wentz to throw the ball to. He don't even want the ball, like, and that's what Carson Wentz had to deal with. I'm not going like between the injuries and battling back with the injuries
and then the losses.
Then I'm talking about Carson's injuries, and then him coming back, and then his teammates' injuries, his wide receivers, and there's just been a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like, we've been cursed. Yeah, I feel like the Eagles been cursed since that Super Bowl year, man.
It's like everything was good, it went bad. Like, everything that was good went bad.
Right.
And then everybody try to blame him and say, well, he sucked and we should have kept Nick. You think he ain't hear that? Do you think he didn't see the statue hanging outside with Doug and Nick Foles? Like, you think this stuff, you think he didn't see when they was making shrines in the locker room?
Yeah, man.
You think he wasn't in the locker rooms to see that? He didn't leave the team. He didn't leave the team. Like, he was there to see this stuff. So I'm just saying there's also a mental thing. If you ever listen to an actual athlete speak, an athlete will tell you that is 95% mental, 99% mental.
Yeah.
Like, don't athletes real top
like
flight?
98% mental.
If it's mostly mental, then that's telling you that it's not all what you see on the field. Like, this guy got things he got to deal with. Like, this guy got to deal with a bunch of people turning their backs. You know what I mean? So he got issues, dealing with his teammates and stuff, man. We gotta see that and pay,
Yeah, and I think it's like that shit is a slippery slope, man. Like when it comes to Carson, man. I love Carson, man. The Super Bowl year, you know what I'm saying? He started that thing off, man. He had us rolling, man. And he was looking like Carson was MVP. Even with his injury, he still should have been the MVP of the league. I don't care.
I agree.
Even with him going down.
I agree.
What was it, week 13?
It was like
man, he
week
should have
13.
still been the MVP. Who they gave it to? Peyton Manning? Tom Brady, right?
And remember what happened, bro. Tom Brady had to win a few games in the end to actually get the number one spot
that's
or
some
whatever.
Bullshit, man.
Like,
They just wanted to give it to Tom Brady. You know
Yeah.
how they do. But
Yeah.
I don't give a because Carson numbers still was better.
Still was
I think
better.
he was like second in the league to Russ in like touchdown passes. Nigga was up there in yards and everything. Like, man, Carson numbers was better than Tom Brady's that year.
Pro Bowler in his second season as a starter.
Yeah, like, so let's remember that, man. Carson, telling him he had the right weapons around him, the right vets
The
around
right
him,
coaches.
the right coaching, and that shit looked great. Like, not good, that shit looked great. And since then, it ain't been so great. Like, things look a little, they look a little shaky between coaching than the players. Like, let's be real, man. The Eagles ain't having no weapons, man. Let's just be real, man. Like, people ain't even expect Miles Sanders to be, to this level. Like, Miles Sanders, like, he kind of like over exceeded my expectations.
Overachieving,
honestly.
yeah.
Real shit.
Honestly,
Like,
you right,
we ain't
bro.
see this.
You right.
No Philly fan seen Miles Sanders being this
You right,
good.
bro.
Like, he's good. Like, he's good.
Injury prone like
He's
hell.
injury prone, and he'll turn the ball over for you here and there. But I'm not trying to nitpick with him. He's good. I like Miles Sanders, and he's better than. I can guarantee he's better than the Eagles organization probably thought he
Miles
was.
Sanders is killing my goddamn fantasy though. We ain't gonna just gloss over that. Hey, Miles Sanders, man, get that shit right, nigga.
Man, that nigga be hurt, man. He be getting hurt.
Hey, well, I'm about to cut your ass. I done drafted you 5th, nigga. Go ahead, bro.
But shit, man. Like, Carson don't be having a whole lot to work with. Like, listen, if Carson was having, other than that Super Bowl year, if Carson was having the weapons that Dak Prescott be having, then I would be like, all right, yeah, Carson, you just tripping. Like I feel like, damn, if Carson had the weapons that Dak Prescott be having, and I ain't even trying to throw shots at Dak because I like Dak. No, fuck that. He a cowboy. I don't like that nigga. But listen, man, Carson be working with fucking. Ain't nobody know who the fuck. Most of y'all still don't know who Greg Ward is.
Who the hell is
Fulgham. I can't even. Trevor. I might be wrong. I don't even want to say his name. His first.
Trevor
Fulgham.
Ariza.
That's all I'm saying. I like you too. No disrespect to you, bro, because you be balling. But you dropped that pass last week too, nigga, when we was trying to move. Don't think I ain't forget about that. I seen that. You dropped that pass when we was trying to
The
move.
nigga name is Travis, man, not Trevor.
See, yeah.
See, that's why I was saying Trevor Ariza. I'm like, you said Trevor.
Yeah, see, I call it. See, my fault. Travis Fulgham.
You gotta say
That's
my
the point.
fault. He ain't no pro
Look,
bowler.
that's the point I'm making.
He ain't a pro bowler.
That's the fucking point I'm trying to
You
make.
gotta say my fault.
We don't
nigga.
know this boy.
I
People
can't-
don't know
listen.
him. We niggas don't know Greg Ward.
Here's
Niggas
the-
don't know Miles Sanders. Everybody don't know Miles Sanders for real. For real. If you ain't from
this is the
PA.
point. This is the whole point. Like, this is the point. Like, these guys, man, we got to stop making excuses for them. That's true. But I feel like we can also be real about the thing. And really, these guys suck. And there's no turning back.
He said he sucks.
There's no turning back. Like,
Hey yo, and the offensive line is fucking tragic.
there's
Listen,
no turning back.
between Jason Peters get hurt every fucking game since the Super Bowl year, but he had a great career, so it's understandable. But goddamn, Lane Johnson get hurt every other
He
play.
done turned to the next Peterson.
Only motherfucker Brooks, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with him. Like, and I ain't coming at him. I'm just saying, like, real shit. Like, they always hurt, or the motherfuckers always hurt, man. And we playing with these backup dudes, these backup linemen. Like, I don't even want to say their names because I get mad sometimes talking about some of these backup offensive linemen. I'm going to keep it real.
Hey, bro, here go a question
But-
for you, bro. Do you think we should have signed Brandon Brooks? Because, listen, we signed him knowing that he already had mental issues.
That's true.
And he was depressed.
Yep.
So, knowing that, did we sign him because he won a Super Bowl, or we signed him because we want him to be paid when we cut him?
You know what? So,
You
look.
know what I mean?
Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Certain player, I feel like I feel like I kind of want to say with certain players, the Eagles would just sign on some like, you know what, we love you personally, we love you, we got love
That
for
ain't
you,
business,
so we
man.
gonna find you.
That
But
ain't
at the
business.
same
That
time,
ain't
it's like
business.
too right. I could be like, okay, well
ain't
maybe
business.
let me play the other side.
Jerry Jones ain't never done
It'd be
that.
like, Jerry Jones is gonna
unless
always be
you
where the
his
hell he
quarterback
at.
and you white. Go ahead. I'm
He
sorry.
gonna always be that.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I also be thinking too, like maybe it's like, all right, we draft a new offensive lineman. Let's keep these vets around to help groom y'all into, you know what I'm saying, like a Hall of Fame type offensive lineman and shit like that. That's the only other thing I can think of. Because if that's not the reason, then it's just like on some, you my homie, you my dog, I fucking got love for you, dog. I'm going to give you some more money. You know? Like, it's one or the other. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But,
Two buddy
like,
buddies.
and I will be real. Like, Brandon Brooks, his whole career, for the most part, he's been productive. Before we got him, he was productive. What was he with the Saints?
with the Houston.
Houston. He was productive.
Yeah, he was. I give him. So, I mean, not to get into a whole Brandon Brooks discussion, but it seems like to me they paid him for what he did, knowing that he had these mental issues and broke down the same season before they paid him. So I'm just saying, as business, like, you gotta know, like, even though I'm not saying that because he's mental, he got these mental issues, that's the reason why he got hurt. I'm not stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you signed him knowing he got mental issues and he had breakdowns. And he had a breakdown the year before, the season before we signed him. So that's like some red flags.
Right.
The same way we signing Jason Peters, knowing he get hurt every 2 games. And he don't finish games.
No, that's true. I'm gonna be real. I thought we was just gonna didn't we let Peters walk, but right
We
before the
let him
season
walk.
we picked him back up.
We let him walk, and then we had these issues because we drafted a bum at the left tackle spot.
Oh, Sayamalo?
No, Dillard. We drafted Dillard.
Yeah.
Last year we drafted Dillard.
Yeah.
He ain't do shit all last year.
Yeah.
And then like he couldn't overtake Peters last year.
Yeah.
And then this year we gave him a chance, and he gets hurt, and he sucked all at the same time. So then we
Yeah.
had to get Peters back.
I'm gonna keep it real.
They say he lighting his ass. Go ahead, bro.
Man, we owe Nigga need some more junk in his
He
trunk.
lighting his ass. He get pushed all over the place, man.
Damn, Dillard. Goddamn, Daniel.
Sheesh.
Listen, man. I don't know. Over the years, man, maybe we got a little spoiled. Over the years, man, we had some. We had a
We had that work. We
select.
had that work. John Runyon,
a
Trey
lot-
Thomas, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's about 10 years worth.
And we can go on.
10
Like,
years
we
worth.
had some guys that was like some Hall of Fame and some really good offensive linemen over the years, man.
Before Trey Thomas, because I remember that was back in '97 when we drafted Trey Thomas. Now, before Trey Thomas, our left tackle position was way worse than it is today.
Right. I'm just saying,
it
like
was-
over the
that thing was
past,
bad.
I'll say over the past decade, maybe 2 decades. Over the past 2 decades, I would say. Like, I feel like
Since
we've been a
'97,
little. We've
I'm
been
gonna say since '97 because that's when we got Trey Thomas.
in
And
'97,
then on the other side, we got Runyon in like 2000. I want to say.
and that's like 2 decades. That's 20 years. So what is 2020? 20 years
20
ago.
years, 20
we
years,
in
you're right.
2000.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's around the same time.
Runyon and Thomas, man, they was with us for 10 years. 10
Like,
years straight.
I feel like we've been a little spoiled with the O linemen.
We have
because
been.
we've been having
Because
solid
Andy,
offensive
because Andy,
lines. Yeah.
he was bringing them in, and he wasn't even drafting them. He was just scooping them up.
Yeah.
Like Andy, well, that's because I guess maybe because he was a O lineman or tight end type of guy. He was just bringing them in,
Hey, look.
bringing them in.
Since you just said Andy name, damn, I love you, Andy. I was rooting for you. I've been rooting for you since you left too. Other than when we was trying to win that John, but I wanted Andy to get a ring, man, and I
Me
wish he
too.
would have got one with us.
Me too.
And people don't say this enough, but we would have got one if the Patriots wasn't cheating and had Spygate and all that. They ain't catch it our year. They caught it the next year, but they had Spygate going on. They knew signals and all this bullshit.
No, bro, no.
They had Spygate.
No, they say we lost the Super Bowl because Donovan McNabb threw
he
up.
threw up. He threw up. He still
And,
threw.
and he didn't throw the ball to T.O. enough in the Super Bowl. That's why we lost the Super Bowl. Yes, sir.
This is a good one.
Yes, sir.
What's the nuttiest shit a motherfucker ever done? Like the nuttiest shit that you feel like, man, it was some nut shit. Like I got one in mind for me, man. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
We're talking about nuttiest shit.
Some nut shit.
Some nuttiest shit that a nigga has done or said or went through. Okay, man, run them down, bro. You got that shit fresh on your mind. Let them know, man.
All right, so this like I might got some. I might got some more. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I done some nut shit, right? But one of them I could think of off back, right? Was like it was like a relationship thing, man. So my girl. and
Where,
shit.
like, what's his
This is
point?
my girl, you know, during
Like-
this. This is my girl during this time and shit. So she used to get mad and like fuck up my car. Like she'd do shit to my car. Like she didn't put. Listen, her nut shit was worse than mine. Like man, she would put syrup on my car, syrup and fucking dish liquid on my windshield at night in the winter, and then in the morning I wake up, that shit locked in. I can't take off. I'm outside trying to scrub fucking dish liquid and fucking syrup off my windshield. You know what I'm saying? With a busted tire type shit. Fucking wine poured all on my interior of my car, and I had tan interior type shit. Like, so like it was like one of them type of moments though. It was like my car, I ain't feel how my car was cause some angry shit. So I was like, fuck it. I went outside and I fucking took I bust all 4 of her car tires. I bust all 4 of them joints. I had a fucking knife. I poked the shit out of all 4 of them joints. She woke up the next day on 4 flats. That was some nut ass shit though. Like, but it was payback. I ain't just do it on some, oh, she cheating on me. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, it was like revenge type shit, man. Like, she got my car, so I said, I got one back for you. You know what I'm saying? And then I hummed the motherfucking, I had a bottle of E&J in the car. I hummed that shit in her car too. As I pulled off, I threw the E&J bottle out my car. And that shit put a dent in her car, and I just peeled the fuck off or whatever. I was going for the night. Then my nut ass come back the next day when I talked to her. She called me laughing and shit. Yo, dog, that's how you gonna bust my tires, dog? She think it's funny. Bro, we laughed that shit off together, and my nut ass had to go pay for the 4 tires and shit. I took the motherfucking car to the tire shop and paid $100+ to go get 4 more tires or some nut shit.
I ain't got no shit like that. I ain't got no shit like that. I ain't been in them relationships. I ain't got shit to say about that. That's just a bunch of shit. Me personally, man, I've been saying this for years. If I got to be into a relationship where all that dumbass shit nut ass shit is happening, I don't want to fucking be with you.
Hey.
Listen, this is just, everybody, God bless. God bless every man, every woman. Y'all do what y'all gotta do.
People go through shit, dog.
And I feel you. People go through shit.
Sometimes the strongest relationships go through the dumbest shit.
I get it. I mean, I get it in the fact of everybody else doing it.
No, it ain't even about. I be listening to Brandon Marshall podcast. You put me on that, and like Brandon Marshall and his wife seem like they in a really good space and shit. But when they be talking, when he be talking, he be like, yo, the shit we had to go through to get to where we are now, is like we went through some shit, but like I got it. I understand her now. She understand me now. But like, that's just relationships. Sometimes you gotta go through some nut shit. Sometimes I'm not saying like just be on some nut shit and your relationship gonna work. Like, no, that ain't it. But I'm just saying for certain people, like I can't speak on my my own situation, but with certain people, they been through some tough shit, and then it'd be like, cause I talk to old heads, you know what I'm saying, who seen me, and whatever in my situation, whatever, and they be telling me like, man, you see me and my wife, we great now, but like in the past, man, we wasn't always great, man. Like we didn't have to go upside each other's heads, and we done dipped off, cheated on each other, and XYZ, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying shit ain't peaches and cream. And sometimes them fucked up situations, like bad situations and rough situations, man, rough moments can like define people sometime. And like when it comes to relationships, like you might struggle with shit, and then those struggles may help you learn who you are as an individual, and may help you learn your significant other as well, and vice versa. And shit like that. And then it's like y'all can move with ease and shit like that, because y'all love each other.
Bro, man, fuck all that, man. Listen. I have not been into any type of relationships in like a long time. I'm going to keep it real. But I guess this is the reason why I have not. Because I don't accept nut ass shit going on. Like, we talking about fucking up people. I done paid money for my shit, and you fucking my shit up? Why?
So look,
Why?
You got what they say, you can't knock it till you try it. Sometimes you gotta go through shit, right?
I ain't going through a goddamn thing. No. You niggas ain't gonna fuck up my shit,
Bro,
and just I'm gonna just be happy with you.
No,
I love you,
happy.
baby.
But listen, things is things, man. Material shit is material shit. You can pay for it. Money is money. Listen, money ain't shit. Nigga, we burn it.
But why?
Money ain't shit.
But why? What is growing? What is getting better? What is beautiful about just fucking up somebody's shit?
Look, it's not a beauty. It's not a beauty in it, right? It's not a beauty thing. Like, it's like people ain't just doing shit to do it. For real, people do shit out of anger. Cause nigga, we could talk about some situations where shit got, nigga, we been through shit, me and you together, nigga, through angry shit and alcohol and shit like that. And a lot of relationships go through them type of things. Alcohol and anger. You know what I'm saying? It make the whole shit go south. And then tomorrow you think about it. And you can analyze everything that happened, and then you can be like, damn, I can admit I was wrong here. And the other party might feel the same way. Damn, I could have handled this differently. And then y'all could talk to each other, and y'all can express those same feelings like, damn, you was wrong here, I was wrong here, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all could come to an agreement. It's like, yo, I love you though. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I'm sitting here telling you where I was wrong, the fact that I care to apologize to you and tell you I was wrong, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can come to a common ground.
At the same time, bro, is all right. I'm going to use me and you as an example, right? Because we've had drunken moments where we was just stupid and tripping and going off the wall.
Right.
But at the same time, we understand that there is no reason to go stupid.
But we
like,
did it.
but that happened once or twice, right?
Or thrice.
Right? But at the same time, it's a difference. It really is a difference when you talking about a female and male relationship versus a brotherly relationship. Like, we understand that moving forward, that drunken stupid shit, we're not even gonna let it get to that point. Emotions won't get into in pocket of grown men. Grown men are supposed to be tight enough to understand we grown men never to do it again. And in my heart, I believe and I know,
But that's cat.
I know that me and you ain't doing that again.
No, me and you ain't.
I know we not doing it again.
and you ain't.
But what's the difference between me and you, brothers,
Hold
blood,
up.
versus our significant other?
But hold up. So the first thing me and you ever got in, you probably felt the same way. We never doing that again. We both probably said it because we probably talked about that together. The first and any little bullshit we ever got in, because we said it happened more than once. The first time we probably felt the same way. But that alcohol makes shit different. And then hearing, you know what I'm saying? It's just that just makes shit different off the rip. That you hear shit different, you perceive shit different, like perceive shit different. Like, so that can like be like the elephant in the room, the alcohol. That'd be the elephant in the room, you know what I'm saying? Everything just go left, you know what I'm saying? Because people see shit and hear shit differently. And that's like with relationships or friendships or with your significant other, your wife, anything. It goes like that's just in general. But like, shit, man, when it comes to like, I would say with like, and you know what? No, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't even want to be a sexist at this point. And I'm gonna say it for this reason, bro, because I know so many niggas that's like. So many
Bitches. Niggas is bitches.
Cotton balls. Cotton soft. Real rap. Cotton picking soft motherfuckers. And be emotional as fuck. And like, no, fuck that, bro. No, you said this and I ain't blah, blah, blah. And I can't talk to you no more. I'm in my feelings. Like, we can't talk and all this goofy shit. All these dudes that just be willing to go bust their gun and kill they fucking somebody they grew up with for 20 years. And y'all had one disagreement and then you ready to kill him or you wanted to talk sideways about him over anything, like whatever. Like, them type of dudes, like, we not putting all men on pedestals and shit like that. Like, I ain't here to do that. Like, I ain't here to put women down and put men on pedestals. No, fuck that. Like, it's a lot of soft-ass dudes out here who be in their feelings all the time and it's never going to be no coming to agreements with these dudes and shit like that. So, with your significant other, I would say, I don't know. Sometimes when people love a person and you just feel a vibe with this person and a connection with this person, like sometimes, man, you'll fucking fight through the bullshit, man. It might be a lot of bullshit. But you might really feel like, yo, like, it's bullshit that we can figure out. Like, we've been through a lot of bullshit, but we can figure this shit out. And I be listening to certain people that's older than me that I respect their opinions and I see how they move with their significant others or whatever. And like, Like Brandon Marshall on some real shit. I listen to him when he comes to significant others. When he talks sports, sometimes I be like, I don't want to hear it. When he talk basketball, I don't want to hear it. Football, he know what he talking about. But when he talk with him and his wife and shit, I be interested to hear his perspective because I've seen his wife on the show before too, and like they shit just seemed really interesting, and it don't seem like it was no perfect shit, and they'll both say that like shit wasn't perfect for years, and they made it that way. So like, and if it's black love, I always want to promote that shit, man. Like I'm interested, like real rap. So what's the nuttiest shit you ever done? I gave you my answer. Damn, nigga, what's the nuttiest shit you ever done? What's the nuttiest shit you ever feel like you done? Some nut shit.
Nuttiest shit I ever done was most likely it was against my brother. Real shit. It gets real deep. And nuttiest shit I ever done was one of those moments where, you know, we had a misunderstanding on some drunk shit, and I felt like he came at me on some shit where it was on some, mind you, we all drunk, but the nuttiest shit I ever done was throw up some shit to him that to make him feel like less than me, right? And this is the deepest where I can go, where I feel like I made him feel like what he does for a living or did for a living was less than me. And then that would obviously make him feel like, God damn, this nigga don't fuck with me. This nigga don't like me. This nigga don't love me. This nigga, like, what the fuck? And before that point, I know that he loved the shit out of me. And I'm sure y'all do, because we didn't put it out here on the podcast where he already said that I was one of the people that he looked up to. And so for me to throw out some shit that to kind of make him feel like I'm better than him, that was a fucked up moment, man. So me, that's just one of my biggest fuck ups, man. I made him feel like he was negative or under me type of thing. And I was on some bullshit and I fucked up. That was the realest thing I ever did, like, was just on some making my brother feel bad. Like, for me personally, man, this is about not making somebody feel bad, bro. Like, you can be on top of your game, shooting all types of threes, swish. But nigga, if you make another nigga feel bad, you ain't shit. So I wasn't shit at that moment when I made my brother feel bad, my personal blood brother.
Damn.
So this is real life for all of us, man. I don't give a fuck if you and I'm gonna talk regular, dog. I don't give a fuck if you a killer, a dealer, a fucking do you, but don't make nobody else feel bad though. You know what I mean? You do you. God's gonna judge all of us. But don't ever make nobody feel negative or less than you, because you ain't shit either. God judging your dumb ass. That was the realest shit for me, making my brother feel bad. That was it.
Damn, that's heavy. I ain't even think you was gonna take it that route. And yeah, for sure, we had them type of moments, and I felt like that at a point, but it wasn't never really deep with me, bro. It wasn't never like I ain't gonna lie. No, look, I did feel like at one point I did feel like, damn, my brother don't fuck with me, like. And I be like, damn, I be trying to go out my way to show my brother, like, dog, like, I fuck with you, dog. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying, we live different lifestyles and shit like that. But damn, I used to feel like, damn, I go out my way to show this nigga, like, I fuck with you, dog, like, by any means. Like, and I'm on your side. I'm on your team by any means. And that with that little situation, I did feel like, damn, my brother don't fuck with me, whatever. But the love was never lost and shit like that. And I always felt like it's cool. Like, shit happens, man. Situations happen. Like, this be my thought process. When it's like, yo, if it's somebody that's like, it's love there, it's real love, genuine love, you know what I'm saying? And care, it's like, I always be like, I don't trip. I be like, yo, it's just a moment. Ain't shit perfect. You know what I'm saying? Great things. Anything that's ever happens that's great. Greatness never has a perfect process. it's always the fuck ups that makes that shit so much greater. So that really been my thought process. So it was never like, damn, it's just the end. Like, no, it was like, all right, it's a moment. I still love my brother to death. I don't think he fuck with me right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he fuck with me, but I don't think he know me. Like, most people don't know me.
All right, bro. Fuck that. Me and you need to get into the gym. Because goddamn it, I'm fat. And you skinny. Well, nigga, how the fuck you skinny and I'm fat? And you in shape? Let's talk about that, nigga.
Let's talk about it. Because this motherfucker right here don't want to invite his ass to the gym. And he brushed me off. He gonna make up excuses.
All right, stop telling our business. All right, we gonna be back, players. We gonna be back, man. We gonna be right back at you. Yes, sir.
Check this out. That Jeezy and Gucci versus. That shit was heavy for the culture, dog. And we called that shit, bro. Everything that happened in that joint, we called it, bro.
I feel like it definitely went the way we talked about it. And only reason why I really feel like it was gonna go the way that I said, because I know Swiss, like I watched those joints, like I watched those verses,
right?
And I know what Swiss and Timberland was about. Like I know that Tim and Swiss, they didn't want to make it like it's called
a battle,
verses,
yeah,
but they didn't want to make it a version. And they wanted to make it a celebration, like you said, and knowing that those guys, like I didn't actually know the specifics of Jeezy and Gucci, and I don't know how many. I mean, maybe a lot of people did know more than me, but I didn't know, and I'm coming from the space of me, and so it's so many people like me who didn't know what exactly happened, but they heard, right? So for me, not knowing exactly until the end, that was perfect. That was perfect, bro. That was better than Jay-Z and Nas. Because them dudes, that was some life shit going on. A nigga got killed because I said, go get him. I got you.
Yeah.
So for that to happen and a nigga get killed because I said I got you, nigga, it's on me now to bring this shit back to that guy who killed you. Now, the beef was there. That's real shit in the streets. We talking rapper niggas that ain't got nothing to do with niggas getting killed. Because what's happening is the rapper niggas is gonna pay for dead niggas, but that's nothing. Because the rapper nigga gonna continue to live.
That's how it go.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
That's how it always go. But that's why I fucks with this verses, because I feel like they was on some shit like, yo, let's cease that shit. I'm gonna say Jeezy was on that shit like, let's cease that shit. Honestly, and Gucci, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, at the end of the day, I don't know. Jeezy brought it to him, and I feel like Gucci was like, say less. Like, that's just how it felt to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gucci probably was like, nigga, I'm with whatever. You feel me? That's how they came into it, and I feel like Jeezy came into this joint with a plan, and he already thought the shit out. He knew what he was on. But I feel like Gucci came in like, nigga, it's whatever. And I don't blame him. You feel me? Like, I'm with whatever. I don't blame that nigga. But I feel like by the end of the day, by the end of the show, Gucci was like, I'm with that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that too, dog. It's for the culture. Like, it's bigger than us. We don't gotta kill each other. We don't gotta hate each other, dog. Like, we kings. We kings at the end of the day. We don't gotta do all this goofy shit, man. We don't gotta hate each other and kill each other. We don't gotta do that. We don't have to do that.
Absolutely. Truth is Truth podcast, man. This is what we doing.
The truth. every time we step in the booth. The truth, every word living proof. The truth, deep down in Kevy Kev. The truth, y'all know how we do, man.